Hello, I'm Don Mitchell. Welcome back to the 2000% Nation. We'll continue looking at ways that for-profit companies can improve God's kingdom. And in this case, we look at ways that companies can streamline their use of the 2000% solution process as a way to speed up making breakthroughs that will be very helpful for godly purposes. So let me begin by briefly quoting from the Bible, in this case from the book of 2 Samuel, chapter 18, verses 24 through 26 in the New King James Version. Now David was sitting between the two gates, and the watchman went up on the roof over the gate to the wall, lifted his eyes, and looked, and there was a man running alone. Then the watchman cried out and told the king, and the king said, "If he is alone, there is news in his mouth." And he came rapidly and drew near. Then the watchman saw another man running, and the watchman called the gatekeeper and said, "There's another man running alone." And the king said, "He also brings news." Accelerating the rate of making godly breakthroughs is a subject that I've often addressed in preceding 400-year project books. I'll assume you've read about that point elsewhere, or you soon will, and provide here an overview of those recommendations. As the story of the two messengers approaching King David shows, one way to accelerate making breakthroughs is to have more than one group of people working on the same breakthrough. While this approach may seem like a waste of effort, realize that the payoff for making such a breakthrough is enormous compared to the cost. The potential rewards of the breakthrough are great enough, an organization can easily afford to have even more than two groups working independently of one another to achieve it. In addition, my research has shown that there need be no delay between finishing one breakthrough and starting to work on a second breakthrough for the same activity. Students have been able to produce the second breakthrough right after finishing the first one, with no more time, money, and effort than in accomplishing the first one. It's as though their minds were open to previously unseen possibilities, ones that they see by being able to start from the vantage point of first having seen the other solution. This is a potentially important point because many people fail to ever seek a second breakthrough in the same activity. Next, an organization can simply increase the number of different breakthroughs it's working on. Many firms work in only one area. I see no reason why most sizable organizations cannot be engaged in developing 10 or more breakthroughs at once. Most small organizations can probably work on at least two at a time. After that, consider that one of the biggest challenges making breakthroughs for most organizations is identifying the future best practice. This research is time-consuming because the answer is usually found outside of a firm's own industry, meaning that quite good research is required to identify the greatest accomplishments in comparable circumstances. Because of this challenge, I recommend that organizations wanting to accelerate making breakthroughs either engage professionals to help them with this work or specialize in an internal group to develop and to track a large number of future best practices that might become relevant to the breakthroughs the organization wishes to make. Finally, create a formal training program for those who will work on making breakthroughs. Take those in training through the solutions that their own organization has already created and ask them to seek another breakthrough in the same kind of performance for that area. For the training, an organization can rely on certified tutors in making breakthroughs or creating in-house capability. In either case, there's tremendous potential in having more people understand and have experience in making breakthroughs. Building on this last point, in some limited experiments, it's worked well to have teams of up to 16 people work on making a given breakthrough. If many of the people on a team have much different knowledge, experiences, and perspectives, such teams can be expected to be unusually productive as long as communications are focused on the stage of activity the process requires. As you can see from looking at all these wonderful opportunities, godly breakthroughs should abound for for-profit companies. While I didn't mention applying any of these perspectives to other types of organizations, in many cases such perspectives may lead to reaching full fruitfulness. In Chapter 11, our next chapter, we will turn our attention to what activities independent professionals who work with organizations should make as their top priority. But in the meantime, let me thank you for your paying attention, and I look forward to speaking with you again soon. But in the meantime, may God bless you and your family, all you do. In the name of Jesus, take care and God bless.